everyone. This presentation was prepared by Namrata Paudel as a part of HAP 725 Statistical Process Control taught by Dr. Farooq Alimi at George Mason University. And for my case study, I'm comparing the performance of Inova Fairfax Hospital compared to its competitor. The data was obtained from data.medicare.gov website, and these were the zip files that were used. And the data was obtained all the way up to the year of 2013, depending upon the availability. And the SQL database was used to import the data into Excel, and data was interpreted using Excel. These were the four hospitals used as the competitors for Inova Fairfax Hospital. Reston Hospital Center, MedStar Washington Hospital, Virginia Hospital Center, and Centara Hospital. So the competitors of Inova Fairfax hospitals were identified based on proximity. Reston Hospital Center, which is located in Reston, Virginia, is about 17 miles from Inova Fairfax. Similarly, MedStar Washington Hospital, which is in Washington, D.C., is about 23 miles from Inova Fairfax. Centara Hospital, which is located in Woodbridge, Virginia, is about 22 miles from Inova Fairfax. And the Virginia Hospital Center, which is located in Arlington, Virginia, is about 9.4 miles from Inova Fairfax Hospital. This next three slides was obtained from leapfrog.org hospital compare site, and this also helped me to make a comparison to actually find a competitor. In this site, basically there was comparison made based on the inpatient care management, medication safety, and infections, and they kind of had like the similar results. So it was easy to decide on a competitor also based on this. So one of the main limitation was that data was not available for all the quarters or like for all the years. There were some quarters or some years that was missing some data. So the other limitation that was discovered was the file name was changed over time. For example, there was one file name that was named complication in the beginning, but that changed to complication and death. Similarly, another limitation was the name of the measure that changed over the period. For example, the measure called catheter-associated urinary tract infection was changed to CAUTI, which is the short form for the catheter-associated urinary infection. So it was changed. Similarly, another limitation was the data prior to 2050 was missing date ranges. When I was calculating observed cases of MRSA, it was discovered that the data prior to 2015 does not have the date range, which actually makes it difficult to compare for those time period. So this is basically the comparison of the Inova Fairfax Hospital to its competitor in terms of HCAHP's linear value. And this is looking at the data was obtained from the HCAHP's DAS hospital data, and the measure ID that was used was H_comp_6_linear score, which is the discharge information for the linear mean score. And looking at this, the Inova Fairfax was not doing so well in the year 2014-15, but it's improving now, and it's actually at the better end. So it's a good thing. So this chart is the result of comparison of Inova Fairfax Hospital's pain management score compared to its competitor, and the data was obtained from the HCAP's DAS hospital data from that file, and the measure that was used to compare was the HCOMP number 4 linear score, which is the score for the pain, the patient's response to pain management. And this one, in the year 2014 and 2015, according to the patient's response, survey response, the Inova Fairfax Hospital was doing pretty well, but it dropped in the year 2016, like declined pretty bad. And then it's actually getting better. This year's it's actually improving. So I prepared the 2-key control chart to compare the Inova Fairfax Hospital to its competitor in terms of median time to pain medication. So for this, the data was imported from the timely and effective care, and the measure that was used was the time to pain medication, or the median time to pain medication. And looking at this, the Inova Fairfax Hospital was not doing that well in 2013, because there was it was like even higher than the UCL, which means taking a lot of time or a longer median time to pain medication. But now it's actually seemed to be improving, which is a good thing, because we don't want patients to wait longer to get their pain medication. So this is the result of comparing Inova Fairfax Hospital to its competitor in terms of catheter-associated infection, which is also called CAUTI. And this data was imported from healthcare-associated infection / hospital file, and looking at this result, it shows that the Inova Fairfax Hospital is performing poorly in terms of catheter-associated infection. In 2013, the cases were about like 50, and then it got better in 2014, and again in 2016 it was going higher, and now it's actually getting better, which is a good thing, because catheter-associated infection is because of mishandling or inappropriate use of catheter, or not providing good catheter care, or living on catheter for a long time. And there could be various reasons associated with it, but one of the reasons could be because more sicker patients go to Inova Fairfax Hospital. Maybe they're more likely to develop this kind of infection. So this is the result of comparison of Inova Fairfax Hospital with its competitor in terms of observed MRSA cases. MRSA, or MRSA, means methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus infection, which is also called resistant Staphylococcus infection. And this data was imported from the Healthcare-Associated Infection DAS Hospital file. And basically, this is the comparison chart that shows Inova Fairfax, how many MRSA cases it has, and how is it doing compared to its competitor. And looking at this, in 2013, 2014, the result was not too bad. There were like around 10 cases, but in 2015 it went to like almost over, like a little over 20 cases of MRSA. And now it's actually getting better compared to what it was in 2015, 2016, but it's still at the higher end. And there could be like several reasons, but one of the reasons could be more sicker patients go to the Inova Fairfax, and when they screen for the MRSA, then they are more likely to have colonized or have active MRSA. And these were the references that I used for this case study. And thank you for listening to my presentation.